Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video. It is going to be my whole collection project pan for the month of July, and we are halfway through the year, meaning it is refresh time, and this is the one time throughout the course of this project that I have the opportunity to just roll anything out that may not be working for me. I'm not hitting my goals on it, whatever it might be. I can take this opportunity today to roll that product out. I do have a couple of products, at least one, possibly two, two. I have two products that I have hit my goal on, and I do have some products I'll be rolling out. We're gonna be rolling in quite a few new things today. If you're new to this project, it was created by Becky Loves Kanga. I was heavily inspired to do this from my friend Emily from Emily and Max. Everyone will be linked down below. There's a hashtag whole collection project pan. There's so many people participating, doing this project, and I highly recommend just searching the hashtag whole collection project pan if you want hours worth, not hours, literal days, I'm sure, worth of content to binge watch. This project is completely randomized. My entire makeup collection is itemized in a spreadsheet on Excel, and I randomly generate 10 products to work on, rolling style. That is how this works. If you're interested in seeing my progress as well as the products I'll be rolling out, maybe the new things will be rolling in, maybe I will regret my decision to roll some of these products out because I'll get worse products to work on. If you're interested in catching the action, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's get into the video. So I'm going to like a water park today, and I wanted to take my braids out to make my hair curly for this video, but then I was like, I would like to have my braids in for the water park today. And then I also sprayed my self tanner on. Like yesterday I was exfoliating super heavily to try and get my splotchy self tan to come off so I could like reset and restart. And then I sprayed my self tan on this morning. So I did darker foundation so that hopefully it'll match my body later. I will not be wearing this full face of makeup to the water park, have no fear, but I just have a feeling I'm not gonna like the way that like my face looks comparatively to my body. It is what it is. Let's get into this progress. I'm gonna go in order that these things were rolled in, starting with my Patrick Ta She's So LA Duo. This is what this looks like. I was working on the powder in this product, and I gave myself a usage goal when I rolled this in January to reach for it 25 total times. I was at 22 total uses, I think, last update. I lost my sheet, but I do know I reached for this. It was either an additional 3 times or 6 times I had to reach for it. I did reach for this 6 times to be safe, so I will be rolling this out finally. This did weigh 89 grams at the introduction. It weighs 88 grams today as I'm rolling it out. As I look at this, I'm like, I feel like there like looks like little to no progress, maybe even like a little bit more progress. I don't know, I'd have to compare the photos, which I'll be putting on the screen. I feel like there's more progress in the cream product than there is the powder, but regardless, this is something I worked on in last year's whole collection project pan as well, and I'm just ready to put this away for a while. Like, I'm just ready to be done with that product. I really like it, but I just feel like I've overused it and I'm just kind of tired of it for the time being. Next up, I have my Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. When I rolled this in, I had maybe 2/3 of the product left to use up. It did weigh 133 grams when I rolled this in, and I've been really like hit or miss on using this product. So anytime I'm good about using this product, it seems like I use about 2 grams worth of product for that month, and then it's like I have a month where I don't use this at all. So like I said, when I rolled this in, this weighed 133 grams. Last update, I was down to 127 grams, and I did reach for this quite frequently this last month, putting me at 125 grams today. I do think I'm over halfway through. I'm not absolutely certain this is the most accurate mark, but I do believe I have about 1/3 of this product left. So I've used about half of the product since rolling this in, and we're halfway through the year. I did roll this in January, so if I continue to chug along at the same pace, it'll take me the rest of the year to use this product up. However, this is a foundation that I really, really love for the summertime. I really enjoyed reaching for this last month, and I do anticipate I will continue to use this quite frequently the next couple of months. I'm hopeful I could have this done by the September update, but we'll see. This is something I'm gonna keep in and keep working on. A product I'm gonna be rolling out is this ColourPop single. I believe this came out of the ColourPop Perception palette. It's a really beautiful bronzy gold shade, but it's just not a shade I reach for all that much. And going to work these days, I'm not doing like super intense eyes. In fact, I've been doing like a matte eyeshadow look with like a really bright pop on the inner corner most days for work. So I'm just not reaching for this. I haven't reached for this at all since the last update, and I think I've reached for this maybe 5 or 6 times since rolling this into the project. It did weigh 2 grams when I rolled it in, and it still weighs 2 grams today. I'm gonna be rolling that out because I'm just not inspired by that. Hot product I've been working on for the last couple months and I am gonna keep in is this Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate Lip Gloss. This is the Gloss Bomb. I hope you guys can see. My camera's like really struggling to focus. I hope you can see that like bubble right here. So I tried to take the stopper out of this, and this happened the last time I tried to take the stopper out of a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb as well. I couldn't get the stopper out, and in fact it got pushed into the product. So it's like pretty janky in here. I'd say I probably have a month more of consistent use, possibly 2 months depending. But I am gonna keep chugging away at this. I have gone through many Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs in my life. I do love the formula. I really like this shade. It's a really beautiful, like deeper brown neutral shade. And it's really, really pretty for this time of year as well. So I'll continue to work on this. I'm hoping this can be a rollout next update, but I could also see this taking 2 more months to finish off. Regardless, this will be staying in the project. This weighed 24 grams when I rolled it in. It weighs 23 grams as of right now. Another product that I hit my goal on is this Kosas Duo in the shade Tropic Equinox. I rolled in this side, so the blush shot side, and actually when I rolled this in, I didn't have pan on either of the 2 sides, and since having this in the project, I have hit pan on both sides, which I'm super excited about. Last update, I was really close to pan on this side and had hit pan. Had hit pan on this side. Now I have pan in both, which I'm so excited about. This is a product I have a feeling if I don't use this up, this will go bad quickly. So I am probably, yeah, it still smells normal, but I've heard these go bad super quickly, and I really love the Tropic Equinox specifically. So I'm gonna continue to work on this. I was thinking about potentially rolling this into my Partners in Cream project pan. Both sides I love. I think the blush is beautiful, and I adore the highlight. I don't know if I would be able to use up this in its entirety. It is a really emollient formula, but we'll see. I mean, if I could finish this up by the end of the year, that would be amazing. This is something I 100% would and will repurchase next springtime, next spring, summer, because I anticipate if I haven't used it up by that time, it will have gone bad by then. And I love this and always want to have this in my collection. Next up, a product I will be keeping in the project is my Lorac Blush and Highlight Palette. This was a holiday palette a couple years ago. I randomly rolled in the shade Blossom right here, which is a really beautiful neutral blush shade. It looks super pink when swatched, but it actually has more of like a neutral effect on the cheeks. I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 25 times when I rolled this in. I reached for it 5 times last update, and I did reach for this an additional 5 times since the last update, putting me at 10 total uses, meaning I have 15 more uses before I can roll this out. This is something that, like, if ever I just can't decide on my blush for the day, I'll just pop this on because it literally works with everything. And I've really enjoyed having face palettes throughout my projects this year because I feel like I've gotten more use out of my face palettes than I have any years prior. I also have been really enjoying this Technicolor shade, and I know I'll get a ton of use out of these two in the fall time as well. The highlights are okay, they're not my favorite. Regardless, I've had a ton of fun reaching for this palette and will continue to keep this in the project. When I rolled this in, this weighed 118 grams, and this still weighs 118 grams. I don't anticipate I'll see weight change on that, maybe a gram, we'll see, but I'm just excited to be reaching for that face palette. Next up, I have this Catrice primer. This is the Goodbye Pores Long Lasting Soft Focus Effect Poreless Blur Primer. When I rolled this in, this weighed 31 grams. I rolled this in my June update, yes, and now it weighs 29 grams. So I rolled this in last update. I reached for this quite a bit. I mean, you see there are 2 grams worth of use on this. I do feel like there's an air bubble in here, however. So when I mark this, it looks like there's not a lot of use, but I feel like I've used so much of this. We'll continue to work on this. I am going to be keeping this one in the project. This is something at the end of 2021 / beginning of 2022. I included this in my products that I want to pan or finish off this year. So it was just kind of like luck of the draw. This ended up in my whole collection project pan, and I will continue to work on this and hopefully finish this by the end of the year. You don't need a lot of this product to really smooth the skin out. I also have another poreless primer that I'm working on in my Partners in Cream project pan that I'm trying to finish off. So this has been kind of competing for attention, but I'm still hopeful. I think it'll take me right up until the end of the year. I am so hopeful I will be able to finish this by the end of 2022. And then the final 3 products that I have to update you on, I will be rolling out just because I'm not feeling inspired or motivated by them. So up first, I have my Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade, I can't remember the shade, and the sticker wore off. So the Dose of Colors lip glosses, I have panned one before. They take forever to get through, and I think I may end up decluttering this. I'm trying to be more critical about my makeup collection, and I want to do like a whole collection declutter soon. I do really like the shade, but it ends up being more pinky on my lips. This lip gloss formula is also more sticky, and so many better lip gloss formulas have come out, in my opinion, since I purchased this. And I think I'm going to end up decluttering this. I just feel like it's one of those products I'm not going to be excited to pan, and when I use this, there's like so many other great lip glosses throughout my collection that I would prefer to reach for over this one. That's why I just feel like I'm going to end up decluttering this. So I'm going to take this one out of the project. And then another product that I think I'm going to end up decluttering is this Rare Beauty blush that I also rolled in last update. This is in the shade Nearly Neutral, and I've gone back and forth on wanting to declutter this so many times. My blush collection is so large, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this, I believe 10 times. 10 times. I did reach for this 5 times last month, and I just decided over the course of those 5 uses that I have other blushes I prefer over this. Other cream blushes that the formula, in my opinion, is just better. If you're looking for a super sheer blush, you might like this formula, but for me, I just have so many other blushes throughout my collection that I would rather reach for over this. So I do anticipate I will end up decluttering this, and I would like to take this one out of the project. And then the last thing I'm going to take out of the project, I said when this rolled in last update that I will likely end up taking this out of the project. This is the Makeup Geek eyeshadow single in the shade Black Light. It is a really beautiful shade, but just not something I'm currently reaching for, and I didn't end up reaching for this at all. I do still want to use this as an inner corner and try and get some use out of this, but I just didn't end up reaching for this at all last month. I forgot about it, so I'm going to be rolling this out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, rolling in something that I feel more inspired to reach for and use. But that is my update on the 10 products that I was working on. I will be keeping in my Dior Forever Skin Glow, my Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate, my Lorac face palette, as well as the Catrice primer. So 4 products are staying in, meaning we have 6 new products to roll in. I am kind of nervous because it's just luck of the draw. You truly never know what you're gonna get, but I'm also really excited to just pull some new things in and feel excited to reach for some new things. So I'm gonna put these in my panning drawer so that I don't forget about the ones I'm currently using, and then I'm gonna grab my phone so we can randomly generate 6 new products to roll into this project. Okay, so the only rule I have set for myself is that I can't work on any more than 2 of the same type of product. So I don't want to work on like 3 blushes within this project. I also don't think my spreadsheet is like 100% accurate, but it's pretty darn close. I have purchased a few things. I do still need to update my makeup rehab series and do my like mid-year check-in for that. And I have a few products that I purchased the last like month and a half I need to add to my spreadsheet, but it's pretty darn close. We're gonna roll with what I've got. I have 692 eligible products to be rolled into this project. I will say if I roll a mascara, I'm not going to work on a mascara. That just like doesn't make sense for me in my panning journey. Aside from that, that's the only other rule I'm gonna make for myself. So I have 6 products to roll in. I'm very concerned that I'm gonna get products I'm not excited about, but I'm also excited. So let's see what we get. We get number 37, and I'm just gonna do this so I remember what we get. 237. 337, okay, lots of 37s here. 412, 611, and 549. So that is 6 numbers. Okay, let's see what we get. I'm going to scroll through my spreadsheet, and editing stuff will try and remember to post a little part of my spreadsheet over to the side when I get to each number so you guys can kind of follow along. Number 37 is LA Girl Baby Blue. Oh, an eyeliner. Okay. I should write these things down. That'll be actually like an interesting slash like, I feel like kind of easy thing to work on, just because I feel like if it's a baby blue eyeliner, that's easy to pop into the waterline like any time of year. Next up we had number 237, which is going to be ColourPop Brat Pack, and that looks to be interesting. It looks to be possibly a, would it be a liquid lipstick? I think so, but we'll see. Brat Pack though, I feel like might be one of my like sticks. Ooh, and I don't know if I like the shade, but we're gonna find out. Number 337 is Makeup Mario Earthy Pink. Oh, my blush stick by Makeup by Mario. Oh, that'll be a good one. I love that one. I don't know what my goal will be, but I'm actually super excited about that. Next up we have number 412. Is that gonna be a blush as well? 412, Clarins Lip Oil in the shade 8. And I think, so this is like the Clarins lip oils I have are the shimmery ones. I don't know that I'm super excited about this. There's a couple that I just was pulling out that I think I'm gonna declutter. So if it's one of the ones I was thinking of decluttering, I'm not gonna work on that just because I don't wanna work on something that I'm not interested in, but, or that I like know I'm gonna declutter. What else did we get? We have 611 and 549. 611 is a single shadow. I'm not sure which one. It's in my Z palette and it's the 18th shade. The darn single shadows, I tell ya. And it's always out of my Z palette, not out of like one of my, it's not one of my, oh, like JD Glow singles, which I would rather work on, you know? And then number 549 is ColourPop by the Pound. Oh, wait. By the Pound might be the one I'm already working on in my Partners in Cream. 1 second. Okay, so the ColourPop single that I just rolled in, the Super Shock and By the Pound, is one that I'm currently working on in my Partners in Cream project pan. So I'll have to re-roll for that. And then while I was grabbing this, I also checked on that Clarins lip oil, and it is one of the shades that I was planning to declutter, meaning that we need to roll 2 more numbers in. I don't know how this always inevitably happens, that I never just get it right on the first try. So I'm gonna roll in 2 more numbers, and we get number 342 and 239. Okay, 342 is 342 RMS Spell. Oh, that's, ooh, okay, that's gotta be a cream blush, but I do already have a powder blush that I'm working on as well as a cream blush. Do I want to, but I suppose one's a powder. I'm gonna still work on that. I'll still work on that since I only have one other cream blush that I'm working on. We also rolled number 239, which is 239 ColourPop Beeper, a liquid lipstick. Okay. Beeper's so old. I do need to finish it though. It still smells normal, I promise you guys, but I'm gonna go grab all these items and I will be right back to share them with you as well as my new goals. All right guys, I have all the items. We can go in order that I randomly rolled them in. So up first I have the LA Girl eyeliner, and this is actually in the shade Fresh. I think I just, as I was typing my spreadsheet out, I just wrote baby blue because it was like a baby blue shade. So that is what that looks like swatched. It definitely is more of like an electric baby blue, but I'm super excited about this. I think this could be really fun for this time of year. Now, I don't think I can finish this whole pencil the rest of the year by any means, like in 6 months, but I think I'm gonna give myself a usage goal of 20 on this. Like, I feel like that's a good amount for a colorful eyeliner, which I typically am not wearing. I feel like 20 uses will still be challenging, but I'm hoping to use it like 10 times in July and 10 times in August. So then by the September update, I will have my uses in and can roll this out. That's gonna be the goal with this. Next up, I have this ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Brat Pack. I'm scared to see the shade. I hope it's the lighter one. I don't know about this. Oh yeah, this will work just fine. Okay, I'm actually excited about this because this will give me motivation to reach for this. And this is something I feel like I consider decluttering all the time just because I'm not reaching for it, but then I swatch it and really like it. So this is ColourPop Brat Pack. I believe this came out with the like Safari palette. I'm gonna add this to my lips right now and see what it looks like. Okay, I actually really like that. Like, I feel like this will be a great shade for the summertime. Let's see. This is about how much I have left. This is it rolled down. I feel like I don't want to give myself a goal of finishing this up because that's just like, it's a lot. I think I might give myself a goal of 25 uses. That is a little bit deep. I don't feel like I could finish the whole thing up this year, but I'm gonna give myself a 25 use goal with this. Next up, this will have to be another use goal. I feel like we're adding in a lot of use goal products, but this is my Makeup by Mario. What did they call this? The Soft Pop Blush Stick in the shade Earthy Pink. I love this product. The blush shade looks super pink, but it's like a really beautiful neutral pink on the cheeks. It offers almost like a sunburned sort of vibe, which I really love. I loved this last summer and last fall, so I'm very excited to reach for this as well. I'm gonna give myself a 20 use goal with this because I have such a large blush collection. I wanna make sure I'm rotating through everything, but 20 uses will be a good challenge for me and allow me some good use on this. Next up, I rolled in a single shadow number 18 in my Z palette, so I'm just gonna count from side to side to 18. That's like how I do it rather than when I was itemizing this, trying to flip over everything and write down each specific name. Some of them don't have names. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. Oh, okay. This actually isn't terrible. Let me see what this swatch is like. This could actually be really good. Okay, this is what this shade swatches like. This actually is like right up my alley, or like my vibe right now. I've been doing a shade, like a matte shade like this in my crease and then a bright pop on my inner corner. I'm actually super excited about this. So this is the shade Sandcastle from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I've never panned, I don't know if I've panned any Give Me Glow shadows, maybe one, never a matte shadow, and I've actually not used any of their matte shadows yet on my eyes. I purchased a few, but have yet to test them out, and I've probably owned them over a year, so shame on me. I feel like I'm going to regret this, knowing that these pans, I think I actually have panned, I think it was a Give Me Glow shadow that was a like shimmery shade, and the pan sizes were much deeper than I anticipated, but I do feel like I would love to give myself a goal of hitting pan on this, just because I feel like I've had quite a bit of success in my single shadow collection this year in hitting pan, which makes me excited because usually my single shadows get neglected. So I'm gonna give myself a goal, and maybe I'll regret it, but of hitting pan on this shadow. That's gonna be the goal. We'll see how it goes. Then I rolled in another cream shadow. This is from RMS Beauty. It's actually a lip to cheek shade. This is in the shade Spell, a really nice neutral shade. I actually really enjoyed this last year, and I feel like I'm having to warm this up a little bit, so good thing I rolled this in because I need to get some use out of this. A super neutral shade, like super neutral, super sheer, would be the perfect like no makeup addition to the cheeks, and honestly I could likely actually use this on my lips as well. I just don't always love using a lip product on my cheeks or a cheek product on my lips, but I'm gonna give myself a 20 use goal on this one as well. That is gonna be the goal with this. 20 uses. Hopefully I can cause like a little bit of a dip in this, and I'm actually really excited to work on this. I'm glad that that got rolled in. I will say I don't think I'm mad at any of the products really that got rolled in, except for the one that we're gonna finish with, which is ColourPop Beeper. This is very old. I don't think they make ColourPop Beeper anymore. I thought I had finished mine off, but I guess not. It's a liquid lipstick. It is deeper than you might think. There it is right there. Usually I'll wear this and then try and lighten it up with a lighter gloss. I do feel like I have a good amount of this already used up, but I feel like I probably do still have a lot of use left on this as well. I probably will regret this just because it's a deeper shade. Definitely not something I'm necessarily reaching for this time of year, but I think I am going to give myself a goal of finishing this off completely, because if I don't finish this, this just does need to go in the trash. It's so old at this point in time. Let me just, yeah, like it still smells fine. It doesn't smell like it's gone off or anything, which really does surprise me. I'm gonna give myself a goal of finishing off Beeper. I will likely regret that, but that is the goal. So definitely a longer update because we rolled out and rolled in so many products, but that is my July update for my whole collection project pan. I am super excited to get to work on some of these new products. I actually, like I said, I'm not really mad at any of the products that I rolled in. I'm feeling inspired and remotivated, excited to reach for my new collection of panning items. I hope that you guys enjoyed this update. That is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.